Europe faces a diplomatic fracture as Hungary openly backs Donald Trump's push for peace between Russia and Ukraine, accusing other European powers of undermining the initiative.
It is clear that it is very difficult to make peace between Ukraine and Russia. It is with regret that we have seen the escalation of the last few days, and it is with regret that I have to say that a large part of European politicians are working against Donald Trump's peace efforts. But I assured Marco Rubio that Hungary, the Hungarian government, will do everything in its power to support Donald Trump's peace efforts. We support these efforts.
Szijjarto also highlighted his constructive phone call with U.S. Secretary of State Marco Rubio, praising recognition of the strategic importance of energy infrastructure and geography for Central Europe.
Of course, I informed Marco Rubio. I informed him about the specific energy supply situation in Central Europe, how the infrastructure has developed here in Central Europe, and to what extent infrastructure determines the energy supply issue. Marco Rubio is the first and perhaps the only Western politician I have ever heard to back up the rational argument that infrastructure, geography, physical realities cannot be ignored when we talk about energy supply issues. It was a very good, friendly phone conversation, lasting almost half an hour. So the most important lesson to be learned is that Donald Trump is still committed to the peace efforts and will not give up.
Meanwhile, tensions soared as Russia violated Polish airspace on September 10th. 19 drones crossed the border, prompting Polish and NATO jets to intercept them, the first direct engagement on NATO soil since the war began. Ukraine condemned Slovakia's doubts over Russian responsibility. Foreign Ministry spokesperson Georgi Tiki called the drone incursion a fully deliberate escalation on Russia's part and urged Europe to recognize Moscow's aggression rather than shift blame. Slovakia's leadership presented a mixed message. Populist Prime Minister Robert Fico questioned intent and halted military aid to Ukraine, while Interior Minister Matus Sutaj Estok condemned all acts of aggression, regardless of the perpetrator. Foreign Minister Juraj Blanar expressed solidarity with Poland, but emphasized peaceful resolution. Kyiv pushed for stronger NATO and EU action, including enhanced air defenses, harsher sanctions on Russia, and collaboration with Poland to prevent future drone attacks. Analysts warn the split within Europe could embolden Russian provocations. The escalating tension between diplomacy and military provocations underscores deep fractures in European security strategy, with Central European countries caught between solidarity, skepticism, and geopolitical reality. With drone incursions, contested diplomacy, and the shadow of Trump's peace efforts, Eastern Europe faces one of its most volatile moments since Russia's invasion of Ukraine, raising stakes for NATO, the EU, and regional stability.